So UCF coach just did the press conference before the game. We're gonna see what he got to say about Colorado.
Okay, we'll let Coach start with an opening statement, then open it up for questions.
Okay, the off week came at a great time. It was really good for us. A little self-evaluation and try to improve in the areas that we need to improve. Get a little bit of a head start on our opponent, which Colorado. Watched them Saturday night. Real impressive win. The way they won. They got. You look at their offense. They got playmakers. I think it's.
I ain't been watching UCF. The only thing I really know is I think they got a receiver that's tough. But I mean, you got Travis that should be accounted for. I got to do some more research on the team as a whole. But UCF always in recent years, for the most part, been a decent team. I know they just moved to the Big 12 conference, so I don't know. It's gonna be an adjustment. It's gonna probably be one of them games where Colorado got to come out striking. So I'm excited to see where they go, and hopefully they get another dub.
Starts with our quarterback. He does a good job of throwing the ball vertically down the field. He can extend plays. That's been very impressive, throwing to his right and his left. He's got speed at receiver and some playmakers, at the skill position. Defensively, they're aggressive defense. They challenge you, and they got, I guess, 2 NFL coordinators, and so
I would say, like, aside from Colorado State, nobody really been down playing like the level of talent or what Colorado looks like as a team. So, I mean, whenever you do have somebody going against the norm and like challenging what Deion doing or Coach Prime doing, it always makes good for like some clicks or some additional viewers, because people like drama, people like arguments. So, but whenever people pay respects, it's like, they saying that to the media, but what they really telling their team, because everybody want to win at the end of the day.
It's going to be a good test for us, obviously a big game for us being at home. Real excited for our fan base. It's a really good opportunity for our program. Questions?
You're just kind of more on the opportunity coming up on Saturday. Big new kickoff on Fox is coming to campus. Just how big of an opportunity is that to showcase UCF?
Yeah, we're a young Power 4 team. It's still growing, so it's a great opportunity for our fan base to show what we're about, and it's a great opportunity for our program too on a national stage. And
They say playing out that bounce house is live too. So I mean, the environment gonna be there. It's gonna be in Orlando. Weather hopefully is decent. No rain like last game. Even if it is rain, I mean, Colorado has been a team to overcome that obstacle in the past. So I'm just excited to see, the performance level of both teams, both coaching staffs, both players. Like, I think this game, like Colorado's schedule ain't like what they did pound after pound, like heavyweight teams. So I think UCF will be one of those, premier type teams to really test the caliber and the want and will to win that Colorado has, which I don't doubt at all. I know them boys coming to win, so
just got to seize the moment.
Because you mentioned the Shedeur Sanders, quarterback. You've had experience with him in the past. You actually recruited him, I think, at Auburn. What do you see of him specifically? What do you need to do to maybe limit his ability to get out of the pocket and make plays with his feet?
Yeah, I mean, you got to put pressure on him. There's no doubt. And so far, we've not done a great job of putting pressure on quarterbacks when they've thrown it. So we got to do a better job of that.
If that's the case, if he telling like the truth about that, if they give him Shedeur time, it could be, it will be a high-scoring game. Whenever you give Shedeur time and he got a clean pocket, it's room for a touchdown on any given play. I think if it's really that situation, that'll serve Colorado best. That'll be a problem for UCF. And I'm not going to react to this whole video. I'll probably react to like 4 or 5 minutes of it just because it's a long press conference. If y'all want, y'all can watch it yourselves and, share y'all comments.
And I think that's going to be a real big key to the game. And the thing about it last week, he took off and used his feet, and made some plays there. But you can just tell he's a veteran guy. You can tell he stays calm, you know, and you can tell he's a smart guy too.
Coach, you mentioned the opportunity to showcase the team from a football perspective, and I know it's you're facing what's in front of you first, and you still got to get the wins. But how big of an impact could this game have leading towards the end of the season when you're campaigning maybe for a playoff slot potentially?
Yeah, I mean, like you said at part, we're just worried about this game. I mean, this is a big game. It's the next game, and
Gus Malzahn been in the game for a while. I mean, he know how to handle media. He's saying that all the right things, you know, take it one game at a time, showing respect to the opposing team, which, I mean, as he should, but I'm excited to see, like, how this team come out, especially off a bye. Sometimes teams come out slow just because they haven't really been doing anything the week prior, but then you got other teams that, like, you know, the gear ain't changed. They still on the same thing. So if I was Colorado, if I'm Colorado's, from Colorado's standpoint, I'm like, yo, we got to come out striking because this team ain't played in a week. I think that's what he's saying. He coming off the bye, so if you ain't played in a week, you know, they might come out sluggish. So just strike first and try to keep that momentum pushing.
playing an opponent that is hot, there's no doubt about that. The way they won was really, really impressive. So it's a big game, you know, within its own right. So we're not thinking anything past that.
What can you tell us about the return of John Walker, his status?
He's not going to be available this week, and so I'll have more, you know, on that probably next week.
Coach, with so much hype around this game off the field with the big noon kickoff and Colorado, Big 12, how they won, how you guys won your last game, how do you just kind of keep the team focused and just playing football and just putting the ball down and getting the job done?
Yeah, you know, last week was really good. Like I said, we were able to focus on us, and there was a lot of.
And that's going to be big, too. Like, I don't know if UCF is a team. I know media is everywhere nowadays, but when you got media from Colorado or wherever Coach Prime and them are at, it's a different type of anticipation. You know, you would like to say to keep everything level-headed, but it's like any given play, you can go viral. So if that's going to have an impact on a player's situation, you know, only time will tell, but it definitely brings a different aspect to the game and you know, to the mindsets of the players, coaches, and even the fans. So
Areas that we had to clean up and improve on, really in all three phases. So we did that. We also worked on developing some of our younger guys, you know, to be ready. And then, you know, an extra day or two against an opponent like this is definitely good. But, you know, our guys they're pretty well focused. I mean, they understand. I mean, they understand what we're dealing with and what we need to do. We've got a lot of veteran guys that played a lot of football, got, you know, really good leadership. You're going to hear from two of those guys here in just a second. So, you know, we practiced last night, and they're going about their business. And, you know, we just need to do a good job, you know, executing in all three phases.
At Big 12 Media Day, you said you were a fan of Deion Sanders. What do you admire about him, both as an athlete from his playing days and now as he's become a Division I college football coach?
Yeah, I mean, you know, when he was playing, he's one of the better players to ever play the game. I mean, you know, so, and then, you know, what I admire about him, he does it his way. And, you know, this is a deal where you look at, you know, college football as entertainment, and the juice and the attention he brings to our league, I think, is really good.
yeah, I think a lot of people need to pay more homage and more appreciation for the attention that they gaining, because a lot of times you see coach that's like not envious but kind of resentful in the way of how he doing things, but he really revolutionizing what's the word I'm looking for? Revolutionizing the game. Yeah. Just utilizing social media to bring more eyes to the talents of his players, or how he calls them his kids. So, I mean, definitely a win-win for both situations in that case. And to hear another coach praise that, I mean, it show you the level of maturity that they dealing with right now. And
so, you know, he does his way, and you know, I'm an old high school coach, and you know, I do it my way. I'm a little bit different too. So, but he has his team playing well, and he's doing a good job.
Coach, you mentioned
We're going to keep it right there. You know, mature responses from Gus Malzahn as expected. We're going to see as the week gets closer to the game, as the days come, how he reacts. do the players give like little indicators of what they're gonna be doing, what the overall attitude of the locker room is. It's gonna be interesting to see, man. Going down to Orlando in the bounce house, first real big opponent. You could say Baylor was a good opponent too, but this is like, you know, one of them ones potentially, and excited to see how Colorado perform on this stage. Catch y'all on the next one.